We've got 7 games to play in a 4-week period, including the FA Cup third round tie. Plus, we have a transfer deadline day. Can only be January. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of Life After Lasso. Before we go on, it's fair to say that I am an idiot. I recorded 3 episodes. I recorded January, February and March, and not one of them have audio. The microphone was not configured correctly. So, whilst in February and March, we did watch at least one of the games, there's no audio for it. So instead, this episode and the next 2 episodes are going to be relatively shorter. So they are, for the simple reason being, I've just got goals to show you. I don't have a match to show you. There was no way of being able to go back and pick up these games prior to where we were at, because the game has been saved. So we will look first of all at the goals from our games in January. Assuming we're not too far back that we can't load these goals. Perfect. So the first game we had in January started with a win against West Brom. It is an away game. As you will notice there, Hassam Aouar scoring in the 90 plus 4th minute. You see here, Diang, a great move forward, back from Hilder Costa, and it just puts it in the top corner. I mean, it's an incredible finish. You have to give him the credit. You see here, Aouar starts the ball moving, and then Shannon plays in the Human Song, who makes the break along the lines and makes it 2-0. Aouar with a fantastic free kick from the edge of the box. 90 plus 4 minutes. Stole 3 points from West Brom there, so we did. Now I do have to be careful in scrolling that we don't go too far. So we're in January. The next game we have then is against Leicester. We do remember Leicester from our first 3 games in charge at FC Richmond. They did absolutely annihilate us 6-1. Very, very humiliating, very humbling result. We've turned it around against them in the last few games, and as we can see here, great ball forward from Goodman. Tart loses the tackle, ball comes to Coburn, plays it back to Tart, makes it 1-0. You can see here Coburn on the right hand side, plays in the Dest. Scott cuts inside on his favourite left foot, puts it to top bins. Leicester here making a mess of their defending, and Jimmy Tart gives it to Son, and it's an absolute thunderbolt into the top corner. Dest moving forward here, Scott puts it back on his left foot, back to Coburn, saves it. Schmeichel saves it, but doesn't hold on to it, and Scott picks up the rebound. So you can see here, fantastic ball forward from James Maddison. Iheanacho breaks in and puts it back, puts it past Thierry Zorro to make it a 4-1. So a late consolation for Leicester there, but we did come away with 3 points, and that is the main thing. As we can see from the results here, the next game we play then is against Newcastle. Again, Newcastle were our very, very first game in charge of Richmond. They beat us 4-1, if I remember correctly, in the first game of the first season. So to get this result against them is fantastic. And see the ball builds up in the midfield here. Dawkins from the edge of the area. An absolute thunderbolt. We're getting pretty good at this, scoring long range distance goals. So here Jamie Turner cuts it back to Scott, back to Dawkins. The rebound falls to Aouar, and he just volleys a placement in the opposite corner. Dawkins starts the move here, but Newcastle cut out. Frazier plays into Alexander Isak, makes the mistake, and makes the finish. And you see here Murado gets a little bit mixed up with Goodman there, plays the ball forward to Coburn, squares it back. Jamie Tart's there to do what he does best. So come away with Newcastle with a 3-1 victory. We are at home in that game. We play our next game against Brentford in the FA Cup final. We play the next game after that against Brentford in the league, and the next game after that against Newcastle again. So a little bit of a mirror image across these 4 fixtures. But we played Brentford in the FA Cup third round. As you can see there, it was a 1-0 victory. Ball comes forward here from Aouar, plays into Coburn. Great tackle initially from Junior, but the ball falls to Jamie Tart, and the Brentford keeper had already made his move there. So he'd already positioned himself and wasn't ready for the rebound. We played Brentford again in the Premier League immediately after this. This time we were away to Brentford. We were at home in the FA Cup game. As we see there, Scott with the only goal of the game. We'll see that now. Ball comes in. Sorry, with our only goal. Onyeka with a very, very good header. And then Scott with an equaliser. So ball's played in from Sonny. And Scott tucks it in on the 30th minute. Not much else happened the rest of the game. And that's how it finished, was 1-1. We then, as mentioned, go on the away trip to Newcastle. As you can see there, same result. We've come away with a 3-1 victory again. A double for Declan Coburn as well in that game, who was, I think Coburn was playing up front with Jamie Tart in this match. So a great ball here from Awar into Jamie Tart. The ball comes off the crossbar and falls very kindly for Coburn, who tucks it away and then open net. Basically, we see Montlar, former player, breaks down the left wing, great cross in on the volley, puts it into the bottom corner. So Route 1 football, big ball forward. Coburn, great first touch from the edge of the box. Dubravka gets a hand on it, probably should have done better for a Premier League goalkeeper standard. Rewar with another great ball forward, this time to Jamie Tart, who puts it in to make it 3-1. So a very good victory there against Newcastle in the away game. And as we will see here, we're into January, and our final game of the month was a very, very good victory at home to Fulham. As you can see there, we've come away with a 5-0 victory. Excuse me. Anil Ahmedhodzic playing in this game as well. He hasn't played a lot of football for us, but he got a game here, and as we can see, he scored quite near the end there. Ball forward for Blest in the Scott, plays into Rojas, and Rojas finishes first time. Johnny plays it back to Zorro, long ball forward, Danny Rojas, great first touch, breaks away from the defender, slots on the bottom corner, make it 2-0. Zorro again, it's Route 1 football again. You can see Adara Bayo, can pronounce his name, makes a mess of his clearance. Jimmy Tart makes the interception and makes it 3. Ball forward here from Dest in the Sonny, cuts it back to the wire. First time finish. Lafont gets a hand on it, maybe could have done better on his near post. And Ahmedhodzic makes it 5-0 with a powerful header at the near post from the corner. So that is it for the fixtures and results in January. There was some transfer business we've done. We've brought in George Bello to replace Renan Lodi, who wanted to move because we weren't challenging for titles. Barcelona offered 38 million. We've accepted. He's away. We went scouting for George Bello. We've brought him in. He's been doing very, very good for us. We also agreed to sell Colin Hughes because he was 28 years of age. He wasn't playing games, made little contributions, but not enough. Juventus offered us 64 million. Of course we were going to take that. A few other players there going out on loan, and a couple of youngsters going out on permanent deals as well. The only other transfer news we have is Thomas Lamar is injured again. He was injured at the time in January. We have agreed a deal to sell him in the summer transfer window, 48.5 million to AC Milan, and we wish him all the best, but we do wish to get the best out of him before then. And the other transfer news is Ahmedhodzic. Same situation. Juventus offered 26.5 million. We asked for a summer deal. They agreed. He's going to move on for 26.5 million in July. So that is it for January. As I say, this is a much shorter episode because of the absolute just cock up I've made with the audio. We will be back in the next episode, which will be very much in the same vein due to that audio issue. As always, please leave your comments in the comment section below if you're playing with AFC Richmond. I would love to hear how you're doing yourself. Please also click that subscribe button. It does help us massively. It allows us to bring you more content like this. It allows us to get recognized more on the YouTube algorithms as well. That is it for now. We will see you in the next episode. Until then, thank you and take care.